All right, we are going to build a scraper for this site. So let's go into the network tab. And see what is happening as we click on things. So let's hit next page. And we see the first thing is this information here. So looks like it is, not sure what PO is, but it's basing it on the timestamp of something, which is probably the user's last update, if I had to guess. And then the response there is whether or not there's another page in the list. And then the details of the high-level details here. And let's see. One moment. Okay. So there's a couple of different ways we can do this. It looks like each individual user ID gets called, and so we can call them that way. The question is, how do we know what user IDs exist and what don't, or what do not exist? One way we could do that is loop through this, but it seems like just looping through all of the pages here does not actually get us everyone. So we could just guess every single ID that exists. That might be less than ideal. But maybe we'll go ahead and do that. So let's copy as fetch, go to the console, and let's build a little function here. So here we will say async function get by user ID. Fetch, and we'll pass these parameters over, and we'll say we're awaiting that response to finish, and then just let's log it. Okay, let's test this out and see what we get. I guess I should zoom in a little bit. Probably not easy to see that on your screen. Okay. Oops, I cannot type, so you do need to be able to type to do this. All right, so there we go. What is UID? And do we need any of these tokens? It looks like we don't. So let's clean that up a little bit. If we don't need to have these parameters, let's not use them. Yeah, we don't. So let's not bother using them. So that brings up our code here. All right. So let's do this. Try return all right, so it's going to try that. If it fails, meaning we don't get back a JSON response, then we will catch it and we'll console log the error as well as the ID that we requested. And so let's go up here and change this and pass this through as an argument. ID. Okay. Console log, and then let's see, how do we want to do this? If that fails, we'll return, oops, we will return it as how do we want to do this? So normally that would return back as user. All right, we'll return this back as user. Okay, so we're returning back the ID, so we have it, so we can keep track of which records we've pulled, and we're going to keep it in the same format that we're returning the correct response, right? So if we get a response, we're just going to return it as is, meaning this is what it's going to look like. And so we kind of want to replicate that to some degree just for consistency and bring it back. So now we can write the loop, okay? So here we'll say sync function loop through IDs. Equals, we'll start with 1, I guess. Let's go up to 30 for a test. Okay. And then just pass that through. Response equals await. Remember to await that since this is an async function. If, or actually now let's just do it this way. Why is this acting strange? Oh, we'll see, I guess. So I'm going to make a global container here that we can push into so that we can access it from anywhere. And here we'll just say res user, well, we'll say container push res user. Okay. But then we'll also say if res failed console log I, and let's grab a delay function here. Change these to var just so we're not having to deal with const stuff. And then here, let's just create a little wait delay. We're going to delay a third of a second up to a whole second, I guess. Yeah. All right, and let's see how that goes. All right, something's wrong here. What did I do? Oh, this catch is wrong. Wait, is it? Maybe it's not. What did I do wrong? I don't use try catch very much, and I'm doing the syntax wrong, and I don't remember. All right, well, let's just grab a function for this. I don't know if I want to use this. This seems right. Maybe it's just some. Oh, I see. That's just my issue. My syntax for that was fine. Okay. So, quite a bit more than I was expecting there, just iterating through. So that's cool. How many did we get that were actually, say r.name. So there's 25 out of, okay, that's pretty good. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so the question is, how many will this go up to? And how many can we pull up once? So this is pulling, how many is this pulling by default? It's pulling 39 by default. That's weird. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's pulling 39 by default, which is quite strange, but we can work with that. All right, so we'll do this. I think I have something for this. Yeah. All right, so this function here will, well, no, let's not do it that way. Let's do every inf. I've got something for that too. All right. So this function basically will allow us to set a parameter that every 38 or 39, whatever it is, we're going to use our delay, but otherwise we won't delay. So here we'll say if, if I is equal to 39, or not equal to, but is the 39th nth, then we'll await, otherwise we do not. And let's not just await that long, let's wait like quite a bit longer. Let's do, I don't know, yeah, 1.5 to 3 seconds I think will be better. And instead of always pushing that in, let's only do it if not equal. No, that wouldn't be good. Let's see. If res, I'll do name, I guess. There should always be a name, right? You would think. We'll do created at, that should always exist. All right, created that, push that in there. Don't need to log that anymore. Don't need to log that anymore. And let's see. What else should we do here? Do we know how many records there could potentially be here? Or how many we want to test? Maybe I will use this handle fetch function. I don't think I've updated it in a while though, so I might have some issues. Let's go ahead and bring it in though. I don't need these because I'm using them at a higher level. Type. Okay, so here, instead of just saying fetch, we're going to use this handle fetch. We need to pass through at least something as an empty object, even if nothing's there. And then, shit, I forgot I muted myself. All right, So we're going to use this handle fetch function because this will just make it easier for us to handle 429s. So on 429, it's going to wait, what is that, 5 minutes, I think? Yeah. And then if res.action equals stop, then we're going to console log. Oops, shit. Okay, hit the wrong button. Console log this, and we'll say stopping loop at, and then we're going to break the loop. Okay. All right, so we're pulling it. If it fails, we're just going to log it. If it goes through this and we have oh, you know what? What is that response on this? Shoot, I didn't think about that. 1 second. What are you doing? How do you get over here? Come on. Okay. So I have to think about this a little bit differently because we're not just running it here. But let's go ahead and test it. So 500 response. All right. So on a 500, the handle fetch is doing something different. What are we doing there? So on a 1 to 300, we do that. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so none of that went through because I forgot to change this up here, right? So this is giving back the JSON data, so we don't need to do anything else but return it as it is. All right, that should work better now. Stopping loop. Why'd we stop loop? All right, yeah, I don't want to use this function. It's overkill for what we're trying to do here. Let's just go back to what we had. So here, let's just say If res dot status equals 429, await delay, wait 5 minutes. And waiting 5 minutes, will resume at, and then here we'll just say new date, get time plus new date. Boom. There we go. And let's see, it failed. Do that. Oops, I removed something. If res created at container push. All right, let's test this. Did we hit a 429? No, why isn't it pushing? Oh, whoops. Okay. User created that. Let's try that again. Cool. All right, we're in business. So let's go through. Let's run a test here. Let's say 8/100 through 8/230. Just want to see if any of these are valid. Oh, that's why I don't. I wrote another version of this, but I wrote it on my laptop. That's why I don't have the records on this machine. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything after 8,000, that's for sure. All right, so let's test it at 14. I'll test it at 1500 to 1600 and see what we get there. All right, so we've got stuff after 1500. it looks like. So we're beyond that. Let's go to 2500 to 2600. See if we get anything there. Okay. So nothing in that section. Let's try 2100 to 2200. Okay, there's definitely stuff in that range. 2300 to, oh, let's try 2400 to 2500. Nothing so far. Okay. So I guess we can say 0 to, or 1 to 2400 is the loop that we'll do. Let's try one more thing. I just want to, I want to try one more. We'll try 3900 to, or no, let's try 3100 to 3200. Nah. Okay. Cool. Oh, we've got that. All right, so let's just go ahead and run it. We'll do 1 through 2400, and let's grab this download function. When it's done, and unique key. User ID. So this is going to dedupe in case we have any duplicates for some reason. And we'll call this manager readme dot JSON. Hang on one second. Let me turn this into I don't know, that way I just know how many records are in here without having to open it up. All right, and that should be it. Let's go ahead and run it. So yeah, this will take some time. But yeah, that's it. We can walk through what we did here, I guess. So this is just a function that lets you pass through some stuff and download it in the browser. This unique key stuff, you don't really need to know, just it works. And then get user by ID. We're trying to get this to fetch. If it fails, we're just returning the failed object. If we hit a 429, which is a server timeout, we're going to wait 5 minutes. Otherwise, we return it and return it here. And if that user exists, we're going to put it in here. Otherwise, we're going to log it and wait that period of time. Oh crap, I forgot that I didn't add this back. Let's add this back in here. This every nth function. This will make it a little faster on us. So we know that the server is used to pulling 39 records at a time when you loop through them, and so it should be okay with that. And so what we can do here is we can say if I39 wait. So basically we're going to put this wait function every 39 iterations rather than every iteration, which is going to allow us to hit it a little harder and faster. Yeah. See, we can burn through them a lot faster this way. Yeah. Much, much, much faster this way. Okay, we're at 270 records. Pretty good. We can look in the network tab to see where we're at if we want as well. So we're churning through these pretty fast. Let's look at some other stuff while we're here. So while that's running, let's go to another tab and look at the network when we click on someone. So we get more information if we go through here. Oh no, I'm giving my location. So question, so downloader is not it's not within the loop itself. It's outside of it. So this is the loop itself. This is just the loop function, right? So once this loop finishes, and since it's an async function, and I have, these await calls inside of it, at the end, once it's done, then we're going to invoke the dedupe and download functions. And then let's see. So it looks like there's additional information that we're not getting. So we need to get that. So after we loop through all those, we need to write another loop. So let's go ahead and write that loop. Or not loop, but just, copy as fetch. All right, so let's write it over here. Async function get user by name. And I don't need any of this. Oops. D equals await res.json. And if that's true, then we will return the user. Oops. We're going to merge in the two objects together using the spread syntax. Else if fails catch this. And it looks like it downloaded. Wait, what? That's weird. All right, this is why I like using global functions or global containers here for the records, so that if that happens, I'm not completely screwed over. Why is it? Am I out of memory or something? Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I'm not getting back the user ID in this, which I guess is fine. Just need to dedupe it on this. So I was deduping on the wrong thing, apparently. Could have sworn there was a user ID in there, but whatever. Why is it saying this is... Oh. Typo. All right. 1,652 records. So let's look at the response here. So we get the user data, the README data. The user ID is in the README data. That's good. So $23.91. That's a different ID, so we don't want to just merge those in because that'll mess this up. So we will let's clean this out, I guess. All right. So here, instead of just pulling that with the spread, we need to extract some of this stuff a little differently. All right, so we get the company back. Let's go ahead and parse, write a parse function. Parse user readme about me. That would be so we want to get the company data and flatten that out. So we don't need that stuff, and we can say company. So if that's true, object entries. And so what this function will do is it'll take an object like this, and it'll go through and convert all these key value pairs into an array of object, or yeah, just an array, basically a two-dimensional array. And so then we can say object entries kv, so key value, and then we will, or no, sorry, object entries company, then we will filter where kv, the value is true. The value is going to be the second item in the array, and then we're going to map back over it with the key values and then we're going to return it back with an object for each entry, and then we're going to change the name of the key to company underscore, and then whatever that key, default key was here. So in this case, KV0. So as we loop over these, the company created at would be, or the created at would turn into company created at, and then this value. But this wouldn't get put in there because it's null. This wouldn't get put in there because it's null, et cetera, et cetera. So we're basically just deleting useless values. And yeah, that should do it on that. And then that's still going to be an array. So what we want to do there is then reduce and flatten the object, which is this function will take care of that for us. So now we can turn that company data as a flattened object. And let's go through here and get the rest of the stuff. So we don't need the company names. That's already going to be there. We want content created at experience. We don't need created at. We just want content experience. So content experience, manager type, position. Right. Okay. And let's grab something else here. Clean object. All right. So we're going to wrap this function in case any of these are null items, and then we're going to let's write a loop. Function loop through usernames, users, for let I equals 0, I is less than users length, I plus plus, iterate through, let res equals weight, user by name, users, whatever iteration we are on, if users readme. I forgot to pull this part of it, so that was going to fail. Glad I caught that. Readme, 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 readme. Then parse. So this should be the duplicate of whatever this is, but just in case there's extra data there, we're going to pull it. I'm going to wrap this to delete duplicate values or null values, or not duplicate, just null values. And then here now we're going to put user data push. Okay, and now here we're going to push in this object and use the spread operator to merge the different objects together. So users would be the first one. This is the information we're providing into it. And every subsequent one will override any data which is already there. Clean that up as well. Okay, that should work. And now we just need to put in a delay function. We'll use the same one. Azure readme user data.json user data merge.json. Okay. All right, let's just move this over here and oops, what did I do? Oh, oopsie. Forgot to finish that. So here, I didn't put in the value. That's the value. Okay. Oh, something else is wrong. Oh, what did I say? Oh. Else make that an empty object. Okay, cool. Unique records. Okay. Now this should work. We'll see. Nope. ID is not defined. What did I do? Oh. Okay. Now, why did that fail is the question. That shouldn't have failed. Shit, did I get blocked? Oh, okay. There we go. No problem. Okay. Well, those are all wrong. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to upload a file to get this to work properly. Okay. Oh, I see. So some of them just don't have... README pages, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay. So change that to this, and then if that is that's not true, then just push it back in like that, I guess. Oh, I'm just dumb. interesting. So I do need to specify the header information here, otherwise it's going to give me back HTML, and I don't want HTML. So let's re-upload this first file we downloaded, so we don't have to download all that stuff again. And then let's take this, drop it here, and then hopefully... Nope, still not working. Crap, why is it... Why is it that when I request it here, it's giving me... Copy... That's strange. I don't know why this would matter, but we're going to go ahead and try it. Yeah, so the extended data, for some reason, is not wanting to come back as JSON. It's wanting to come back as HTML, which I guess is fine. I just don't want to have to parse that. That's no fun. So looping through this again gets us the company information as well as this text about me stuff, as well as their years of experience, which is good to have. Window drift, what is this? Gotcha. I mean, we can get this data. I mean, I could probably already be done writing a HTML parser. I just don't feel like it. I don't like using that approach. I'd rather figure out what's going on. It's a more interesting problem to solve. The first time I did it, I was pulling just the ID information, and you got the additional company data because I was looping through the through this page data, and this next page data didn't have any issues. All right, so this, which, hey, maybe let's try this. That'd be weird if this mattered, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to try. Yeah, nah. This is what's frustrating, though. So when I run this, it's the same request. And some of them just don't have about me pages that are functional. But this guy does, so it should be coming back. You know what? There must be, maybe there's a, oh, it's a redirect. I had it as only showing, okay. That's what's going on. It's a redirect. So this comes through. This is the request as it comes through like that, saying as text, even though I'm telling it not to. Okay. So it goes through these. So it's loading these, and then one of these scripts is actually making the request separately, and it probably has some token. But it didn't, I guess let's copy them individually. So copy as fetch. That's the text response. This is the JSON response. All right. So let's compare them. That's the same. The headers is changed to except I mean, I can see the difference between these, but I'm making the request with this, so I don't really see why I'm having these issues. Right? Like, my request looks exactly like this one. I mean, I've changed a couple things recently, but this is the exact header information. I'm going to just exactly paste it right over this. I guess this if none match thing is different. So what is this? Okay. I guess we'll have to go through these JavaScript files and figure out what they're doing. Nothing there. I think this is the function. I'm just not sure if this is the function that's building it or if this is the function that's like building the HTML after the call, or if it's the function that's, or it could be both, I guess. Here it is. What is this even? I've never seen this before. Only if it doesn't have an E tag matching the given ones for other methods. A request doesn't match any of that when condition fails. Status not modified. Huh. Gotcha. All right, I think I see what's happening right now, but I don't have time to like build my own thing for that. So we're gonna stop. But anyway, yeah, that's good for now.